gonna say, being that I don't watch weekly edits of television, I watch here, I watch there.
Dusty still knows how to regenerate. We need to attack it before that happens. Flames! The road crystal is going to ignite!
At all. He wrestled Cody, and the only reason why he got any sort of reaction is because he was new Cody. He's out there with Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a shit about Ricky. Nobody gives a shit about Matt Cardona. Nobody gives a shit that Ricky Saints won in 9 minutes.
Right.
I am unimpressed with Ricky Saints on the main roster. Tell me, chat, why hasn't Ricky connected in the 2 weeks on the main roster? Something seems to be the issue. What is it? Ricky Saints is on the offensive. Madona's not seen up here. You had Saints in the corner. Broski, he goes for a cover, gets a down off the Broski boot. Cardona attempted it on prettier. Saints countered into a rolling cutter. I don't know what the fuck it was. It looked like a crossroads, to be honest with you. Saints roll out of the ring to avoid Cardona's running cutter.
Kind of bad.
Good to have you.
It ended up being Ricky Saints. He got one to bring it off the emotion.
It just makes for a sweeter victory.
Ricky Saints gets the win. He wins in the minutes. The Russians low. And again,
Investigate.
We got this!
Sami Zayn. Right backstage, and Sami Zayn is still in the funeral parlor.
Farewell.
Sami was sitting in the corner, off to the side. Somebody. The camera panned over and laying on the bench next to Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano. Slow moving Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano was out to lunch like he had been laying on production breaks. Johnny Russell was still in it. So we see Johnny Russell is still there. Johnny starts to rise up. And all of a sudden, Ken's the way his wife comes on over. He falls back down. He goes back to laying passed out. Sami Zayn says, "It's fuck. He moves. It's like, no, he didn't. He's been like that all the rest. Sami's like, no, I saw him move.
I'm not ready.
Sami asked him what he was doing here. He didn't tell Sami no.
I'm glad you're all right. Don't worry, you'll get him next time.
Brie Bella were walking backstage. Alana was off in the distance, fell over while they walked in front of it. Danhausen ran past him and got Brie on her head. Danhausen playing funny high kicks in the back. We got another vignette for Blake Monroe, who's wearing makeup and said, "You can take everything they love and make it hurt." She then laughed, and the graphics said, "Coming soon." Take me away from this fucking show. Supposedly, Blake Harvey is going to be debuting at the end of the month. So we at least have another 3 weeks of these vignettes being Blake Monroe and Friday Night SmackDown. Paige and Brie Bella made their entrance. Fortunately, they had Lifetime in the ring. Brie said there are new rivals and said they have what it takes to take their titles. But it's not going to be easy. Fatal Influence basically found to be one the lead from on. Jane said she'll get singles championship gold very soon. Nia Jax and Lash Legend then come out. At this point, I just threw my hands up in the air to the motivation game. Jax and Legend.
Slow down, please.
Tamatonga attempted to dive from the rope, top rope. He was caught with the big spine buster. 1, 2, 3, Royce as uneventful as it sounds. Backstage, Danhausen was seen in a laboratory of sorts backstage. Apparently he's there, he's got this huge crate. Another fucking crate from here. Supposedly he's hooking up his head to part. He's hooking up a clone. So he's drinking some blue liquid. He pulls out one of his teeth and he puts one of his teeth into this blue liquid. He takes this blue liquid and he puts it into another one.
Put your pants back on.
Vials that he has on the desk.
Why?
There's a microwave on the fucking desk. Apparently it blows up and sparks all over the place. This forfeits the power to be fed into the crate. A light in the crate goes. Yes, this actually happened. A light in the crate went on. You start to hear some knocking inside the crate. He starts tapping on a button on the keyboard. Then he can get it to work. And then all of a sudden, this is happening.
Hang in there, everyone.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you. How you doing? Daddy loves you. Both. Okay. Ah, that's good.
Some
Oh,
Thanks! That helped!
Frank's not that. He's gonna be a fucking complete weirdo. Frank knows that. Oh no. We don't have any inside scoop on what type of business we're believing. I would rather find out. I'm more interested in knowing what's up with the business. Instead of this segment.
As formidable as they said.
He pointed out all the
A fire weapon will make it easier to soften up Gogmasios.
secrets that everyone would have to know with
Yes.
and he votes. There's no fun that I can explain like Spanish bricks talking about him. Saying he never thought he'd see him dead. Yeah, choirs in the background, they're swaying back and forth in the ring and supporting tricks, memories, Can somebody tell me why? Can somebody tell me why? Can someone tell me why? Why did the gingerbread man have to die?
Good to have you.
You're the only one who can manage this quest, Hunter. I have an update. We've been issued fresh supply items.
I set a trap! Thanks, that helped.
Can somebody tell me why? Gingerbread man. I don't know. I don't know why I tried. Anyway.
I gathered some materials too. Check your field pouch.
We got a video montage, Eric. choke out of him. He says he counted. That wasn't cheap. He said this item was pretty expensive. By the way, they were all which they were. Zanzar trying to yell at Sammy by, "Look that trick! Look that trick!" Sammy stood on the ring apron and asked if he spent all that money to make a joke out of him. He says he has too much respect for himself and the show to let that happen. He said he's a working class hero and he represents his ride or die fans to the end. Sammy said so many others thought they'd knock him off his game, and he's not going anywhere. He said Trick wanted to get in his head.
Yes.
And he said he hates, he has to say this, but you did get in my head. He said Trick will explain himself though, because he's going to make a joke out of him and expose him and disrespect him 1,000 times worse than he did. He said he'd see him at Backlash. He was going to leave and then he turned back and attacked Trick out of nowhere. He picked up the United States title and shoved it in Trick's face, yelling, "This is my life!" All of a sudden, still, in the bathroom, Jim Cassidy, the Red Man, sat up. He rose instead. He sits up. He takes his hat off. It is revealed to be Lil Yachty. He takes a KTK kendo stick and he smashes Sammy's hand in as he's laughing annoyingly. Trick then gives Sammy a trick shot. Yachty kneeled next to Sammy. Lloyd Banner said that was revenge because Sammy did to Yachty the same thing twice. Joe Tessitore then cringed.
Extraction
Sammy
time!
said, "That's the way that wall." You can sit there and laugh and find yourself entertained, sports entertainment. That's right, because I did the pressure breaking you to get Possibly shipping 3 free gifts, and then comes the hard stuff. That's then comes the hard stuff. 50% off and 3 free gifts. They're also available on Amazon. If you've heard about them, support our show and support
Hi, Andrew.
WWE was actually entertaining to Arcade the Hedgehog, $2 Super Jet, JD versus SmackDown, Parallel match. JP the Glove, Nickelodeon's The Gingerbread Man show. He's all over the show. And with the main focus,
I heard from the others.
matches over the show.
Yes.
Still,
Any quests you wanna go on?
This, and calling it rain. This is actually the new TKO's Piss Monster. Just tell they it's all their super chat. SmackDown sucks really deep into shutting down streaming services and the content creators of any and least to get real jobs. Slop content. That's not real content. Is eventually going to have to stop.
Good to have you. SOS Blair came from over here.
They're real content nobody gives a shit about.
items are in. They're in your secret pouch.
Illuminati. By all super chat, the only good news lately is Destiny 1 has risen from the grave like the Undertaker. I can't go back to Destiny 1. I can't go back to Destiny 1 with David! As always. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. Nothing else for me to say. The show sucks. The people that enjoy this show suck. Social media at JacoBMan126 through Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscription button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go and check out all the content on the channel. There's plenty of it for you. Plenty of it for you. Ariel sits on before and commercial laugh. Oh, backlash. Backlash. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure what show.
There's a special event going on at the Grand Hub. Should we check it out?
Backlash, man. Thank you guys again very much. Thank you for super chats. Hit that thumbs up. Remember that. We need 10 likes for 1,000. Can we get 10 likes for 1,000? It's going twice. 10 times. 10 likes. 10 likes for 1,000. Leave a comment down below. Go check out all the content on the channel. Anything else? Nothing else. I'm gonna make myself a good routine. Myself on a pretty that's leaving up the bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's right here.